So Xiaomi recently announced that they are going to give a 1000 rupees discount on the Mi Box 4K to the Mi TV 4 buyers to make up for the fact that their first TV in India is not getting further software updates. So in this video we are going to talk about whether investing in the Mi TV 4 was worth it and whether Xiaomi betrayed the customers of its first TV by abandoning them with old software. And lastly, we'll also talk about whether providing a 1000 rupees discount on the new Mi Box 4K makes up for not giving the update or not. So first of all, as for the Mi TV 4 itself, I really don't think that you could get a better deal 2 years ago. It still looks really stunning and expensive, and I have used and compared it with much more expensive TVs, and while there are areas where you will notice a difference, the panel on the TV is just good enough in all areas to not make you feel like you are missing out on anything when it comes to the display quality. The 55-inch 4K Samsung VA panel really delivered great contrast, colors and viewing angles, and while the HDR support on it is kind of pointless because this is an edge-lit non-OLED panel without zone level dimming, you can at least watch the HDR files without any issues. So when it comes to the panel, the only lacking feature is good HDR performance, but for that you really need to get those 1 or 2 lakh rupee TVs, so I really don't think that anyone felt dissatisfied with it. Now while the hardware on it was really great, the software was and is still a mess. The interface itself seems to run at 1080p scaling, and while it will display all the pixels in a 4K video with supported codecs if you play files from a pen drive, watching YouTube above 1080p was impossible with the stock app, and even if you installed Smart YouTube TV and forced the stream to 1440p or 4K, it would be unable to play it, which sucked a lot because YouTube is the most popular source for watching 4K videos. And the reason that it wasn't able to play those 1440p and 4K streams is that while YouTube offers streams up to 1080p in both AVC and VP9 codecs, for 1440p and above, it only offered the VP9 codec. And while Mi TV's hardware supported codecs like H.264, AVC and H.265, which allowed it to play external files in 4K, it lacked support for the VP9 format, which meant that there is no way that you can play YouTube in 4K or anything else that requires VP9 codec. So this is a really big problem and there is no solution to it with a software update. By the way, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. Now the other Mi TVs like Mi TV 4A were able to get the software updates which made the software look more modern. But the Mi TV 4 is still stuck on that old patch wall interface, and this made the first Mi TV customers really angry, and they did ensure that they expressed their anger on every post by Xiaomi. So the only solution to this problem was to get an external device that could play those required codecs. I used a Fire Stick 4K which plays YouTube in 4K flawlessly, and while it is kind of annoying to need to switch between external inputs and the inbuilt software whenever I needed to play files from a pen drive, I do think that this is a good enough of a solution that addresses every problem with the Mi TV 4. Personally speaking, as a customer, I am pretty okay with that, because even if you added 5000 rupees extra for a Fire Stick 4K, the Mi TV 4 was still a great deal at 45,000 rupees. One thing that Xiaomi could have done is just bring the new stock Android TV interface to the Mi TV 4, but I am not sure if that could be run at 1080p DPI mode like the skinned patchwall version, and if it ran at 4K, then YouTube would show the 4K option as an available stream, but then the TV wouldn't be able to play it, and that would have looked really bad. But now Xiaomi is offering their Mi TV Box 4K with a 1000 rupees discount, so the customers just need to spend 2500 rupees to fix all the issues and get the latest Android software. And I think that is pretty reasonable on Xiaomi's part. Another thing I'd like to add is that the update that people want so badly isn't that great, and I find Xiaomi's skinned Android TV version to be faster and more practical in some areas. So it's not like how it is with your phone, where getting the latest Android is going to make a big difference anyways. With technology, it is always like that. There is no solution to outdated hardware, and if you buy anything newer, it will have newer hardware with more features, as we could see with the next Mi TV 4 models that did support the VP9 codec and newer Android software. So overall, I don't think that people should be angry at Xiaomi. I do think that they did provide a decent solution to the old customers when they didn't have to, but one thing that they could have done is to be more transparent about the hardware being outdated on the Mi TV 4 so that the customers wouldn't have to wait to see if they could get new features, and the customers could have made decisions like getting a Fire Stick 4K earlier to enjoy a better television experience. But those are my thoughts on this issue. Feel free to let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or a thumbs down if you disliked it. Subscribe to the channel with bell icon. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.